Hello class, thank you very much. Now today we are going to see the continuations of our last lesson. Last time we saw reported speech. As we have reported reported speech. Now, what did we say about reported speech? What is reported speech? When do we use reported speech? And we say that reported speech is used when we report, when we say or when we said indirectly what other people say or say by using not the exact words. Now, today we are going to see how to report questions. Now, last time we saw how we can report statements. Let's make a review on what we saw last time before seeing how we can report questions. I have some examples on board. We have John said I have 2 children. John said I have 2 children. This sentence is in direct speech. Now, let's turn this sentence into indirect speech or reported speech. What can we say here in reported speech? We can ask a question. What did John say? And we can say, John said that he had 2 children. Okay, what do we remark here? What do you remark here? Now, we remark that in the first sentence, we have 2 sentences here. In the first sentence, we have a speech which is in inverted comma. Yes, the first sentence is in inverted comma, or the first speech is in inverted comma. It means that this sentence is in direct speech. Now, in the second sentence, we remark that these inverted commas disappear. We can't see inverted comma in the second sentence. Now, we have also remarked that there is a change in tense, a verb tense. Now, what did or what does the rule say? The rule say that if, yes, we have, for example, here we have this part is called reporting part. This is reporting parts. Okay, and here we have a speech, and in reported part we have a verb, and this verb is called an introductory verb. An introductory verb. And what does the rule say? The rule says that if an introductory verb is in the simple past, in reported speech, the verb or the tense verb must be changed. Now, here we have in this sentence, which is in indirect speech, an introductory verb is in the past. And here we remark that this sentence, which is in simple present, in the simple present in direct speech, becomes or changed the tense. here we have, instead of the present simple, we have the simple past. It means that in reported speech, the simple present, present becomes the simple past. We have a simple past here. Okay, now we can also remark that there is a change in our pronouns. I become here he. Yes, this is the difference between direct speech and indirect speech. Direct speech and indirect speech. Indirect speech is reported speech is also called indirect speech. And what is the difference between direct speech and indirect speech? And in direct speech, we have a speech is between inverted comma. And in reported speech, they disappear. I mean, inverted commas disappeared. Okay, it is what we saw last time. And I also remember last time we saw how to report. How to report, what can I say? How to report an order. How to report an order. Let's take one example. Yes, with an order or in imperative mood. Okay, we have this sentence. John orders. John orders. Go out. This is an order. John's orders. Go out. Now, how can we turn this sentence into, or how can we turn this speech into indirect speech or in a reported speech? Here we say, John orders to go out. John orders to go out. What can we remark here? This sentence or this speech is in an imperative mood. Now, in the second part or in the second sentence or in reported speech, the imperative becomes infinitive. Yes, we have an infinitive. Yes, to go out. John orders go out, and here we say John orders to go out. There is no inverted comma in reported speech. Now, let's take another example concerning imperative mode. Yes, we have John orders. Yes, don't go out. This sentence is in direct speech. Now, let's turn it into indirect speech. Here we say, John orders not to go out. Yes, in negative form, imperative, the imperative mood becomes infinitive. And since this sentence is in a negative, and we use not to, okay, build an infinitive, in infinitive mood. Now, it is this is what we saw last time. Now, today we are going to see how to report questions. How to report questions. And we can write, it is a number 4. Number 4, we have questions. Reported question. Reported questions. Reported questions. Okay, now there are there are two types of questions. There are two types of questions. Yes, the first question is called yes or no question. Yes or no question. And yes or no question starts with an auxiliary verb, such as we have do or does, did, and so on. We can take one example. For a yes or no question, we have, for example, do you speak English? Do you speak English? Okay, do you speak English? This type of question is called yes or no question, because here this question starts with an auxiliary, okay? And here the answer can be yes or no. We say yes or no. Do you speak English? Yes or no. That is why these kind of questions are called yes or no question. And second, because we have said that there are two kinds of questions. And the second one, which is the last one, is WH question. WH questions. We have WH questions. And what is a WH question? And how can we recognize a WH question? A WH question starts with an interrogative word, such as what. We have what. We have also where. We have also how. Yes, let's take one example. For example, we have what do you eat? What do you eat? Now, this question starts with an interrogative words. That is why this kind of question are called WH question. Now, let's see how we can report question. It is the objective of our day's lesson for today. How to report a question. How to report a yes or no question. How to change an indirect direct speech, which is a yes question, into a reported speech. Let's start with yes or no question. We have a yes or no question. Questions in plural. Yes or no questions in reported speech. Yes or no questions in reported speech. Now, let's start study these sentences. We have, for example, we have one. What can I? Yes, we have do you? Do you? Yes. Do you speak French? Do you speak French? Do you speak French? John asked. Okay, this sentence is, or this speech is in a direct speech, because we can see inverted comma here. This is, yes, this is inverted comma. Okay, good. Inverted, yes, inverted commas. Do you speak French? John asked. Good. Now, let's turn this sentence into indirect speech. What can we what can we say here in a indirect speech or in a reported speech? And here we say, John asked. Okay, this is what we call reporting parts. Don't confuse reporting parts. In reporting part, we have we find introductory verb. Okay, we have an introductory verb, le verbe introducteur. This is asked. Good. And the second part is called reporting part. Okay, in reporting part we have the speech reporting. Okay, les paroles rapportées. Now here we have an introductory part. Okay, or an introductory verb. And the rule says that when the verb of in a reporting part is in the simple past, automatically we change the tense of direct speech. And here direct speech, the verb to speak here is in the simple present, and in a reported speech this verb changes the tense. And here we have John asked. Here we can notice, yes, that do must be disappeared. And we have John asked. We replace an auxiliary. This auxiliary do to if, yes, or I'm sorry, by if. John asked if he spoke French. Okay, John asked if he spoke French. Okay, what did I say here? Okay, as in our remark. In this sentence, the verb to speak, which is in the simple present, in direct speech, this sentence becomes turned into the simple past. We have John asked if he spoke French. Okay, now let's take another example. We have to did he pay it back? Okay. The judge, yes, the judge inquired. Did he pay it back? The judge inquired. Now, how can we report this sentence? And here we say, the judge, yes, the judge inquired if, yes, he paid back. Okay, here we have this verb is in the simple past, and the verb to pay here in a reported in a direct speech, which is in the simple present, changes the tense here. Here the present simple becomes the past simple. The judge inquired if he paid it back. Now, that is this is how we can report. How we can report a yes or no question. Now, what did we remark? You can take this sentence as examples. We have examples. Yes, concerning this part, yes or no question. Here we have, do you speak French? John asked. John asked if he spoke French. What can we remark? Yes, do disappears here. Okay, it means that in French, au discours indirect, l'auxiliaire du disparaît. On remplace l'auxiliaire du par la coordination if. Yes, we say John asked if he spoke French. Good. And in the second sentence we have, did he pay it back? The judge inquired. In reported speech we say, the judge inquired. Yes, this sentence is in the simple past. If he paid the simple past it back. Now, what can we say here as in conclusion? We can write conclusion. Conclusion, what we remark? We have to report, yes, to report a yes or no, a yes or no questions, a yes or no question, I'm sorry, to report a yes or no question. There are two, yes, there are, yes, two things. There are two things to respect. There are two things to respect. Okay. We are. What are these things? Firstly, we remark, yes, firstly, what we must do. The change of tense, of tenses, the change of tenses as seen before. Yes, this is the first remark. As in these questions, we have here the simple present changes into the simple past. But when the introductory verb is in the simple past. Do you speak French? John asked. John asked, there is a, yes, here we have the simple past. John asked if he spoke French. The simple past. Good. Now that is what here we have said the change of tenses as seen before. This is the first remark. And the second one, which is the last one, is after we can write here, yes, we have after the introductory, verb, after the introductory verb, insert. Insert, insérer, it means in French, insérer, insert. Insert, we have if. If or yes, if or whether. If or whether. After the introducing or the introductory verb, insert if or whether. Okay, while, yes, while the auxiliary, while the auxiliary disappears. Disappears. Okay, and yes, let's come back here. We have the auxiliary in direct speech. And in indirect speech, we can't see this auxiliary. It means that this auxiliary must disappear in a reported speech. Good. We have John asked if he spoke French. And here we have inserted if as it is written here as our remark or conclusions. Now, the change of tenses has seen been, as we have seen, okay, previously. We have also, after the introductory verb, insert if or whether. We can use, ici on peut utiliser whether ou encore if. Donc les deux signifient si, as we have said. Good. This is the first part in reported question. How we can report questions. Now, at the very beginning, I told you that there are two kinds of questions. We have yes or no question and the double H question. Good. Yes, I think that here it is clear. Okay, now let's move to double H question. We have a double H question or double H questions. Double H questions are questions that start with an interrogative words. We have such as what, where, how often. We have also, yes, who, and so on. Let's take some examples on double H questions. We have why, were you, or why were they tired? Question. Direct speech. Sophie asked. Sophie asked. Sophie asked. Or Sophie asked her peer. Good. Sophie asked her peer. Now, how can we turn this sentence into, or this speech into reported speech? Okay, let's start. We have Sophie in reported speech. We say Sophie Sophie asked her peer why they had been tired. Sophie asked her peer why they had been tired. Now, before to make our conclusion, let's take the second example. To understand well how we can report question or equations or double H question. We have whereas the dog gone. Question. Smith wondered. Yes, wondered. Smith wondered. Okay, in report speech, we have Smith wondered. Yes, where the dog had gone. Smith wondered where the dog had gone. Now, what do you remark here? Now, in the first sentence, we have, why were they tired? Sophie asked. And in a reported speech, we have, Sophie asked her peer. Here, the verb to ask, le verbe de la proposition principale est au passé, ok? Et automatiquement, on doit changer le verbe de la proposition subordonnée. Ok, nous avons Sophie asked her peer why they had been tired. And in reported speech, when dealing with double H question, we keep in interrogative word. Now, we cannot delete. Why? Okay? Good. Nous avons Sophie asked her peer why they had been tired. Good. In the second sentence, we have, where has the dog gone? And Smith wondered where the dog had gone. Now, let's see it, this change or this structure in our conclusion. We say conclusion. We have, what should we do when we report a double H question? And here we have also two things that we must respect. We can write here, also we need respect or to respect. We need respect to column. We need respect. The first here is the tense. The tense verb, okay, the tense, okay, changes. Okay, les changements de temps verbaux. Yes, the tense changing. Here we must respect the tense changing. On doit respecter les changements de temps verbaux. And in the first sentence or the first speech, we have asked as an introductory verb. We have here ask as an introductory verb is in the simple past. And in reported speech, the tense were in of the verb to be were in reported in direct speech, which is in the simple past, changes the tense. Here we have the simple past becomes the past perfect. It is what we can notice here in a reported speech. Sophie asked her peer why they had been. It is in the past perfect. Good. This is the first things that we must respect when we report a question, when we report a speech or direct speech. Good. In the second question, we have the tense here is we have the present. Okay, the present perfect has gone. The tense here is the present perfect. And in indirect speech, the present perfect becomes the past perfect. We have here, the dog had gone. Yes. Smith wondered where the dog had gone. This is the first things that we must respect. Good. And the last one is, we have the WH, I'm sorry, the WH, okay, the WH word, the WH word does not disappear. Okay, in a reported speech, the WH word, here we have were and why. The WH word does not disappear in a reported speech. Good. And yes, we have the WH word does not disappear. It disappear. Virgule, yes, or comma. Yes, we have it comes, it comes, it comes, it comes, it comes straight, straight, it comes straight, it comes straight before the subject. Before the subject. Ok, it means that au discours indirect, le mot interrogatif ne disparaît pas, mais il vient juste avant le sujet. Ici, nous avons, in this sentence, we have the WH is here, the WH questions is here, or a WH word is here, and in indirect, in reported speech, the WH comes straight before the subject. Ici, nous avons le mot interrogatif qui vient juste avant le sujet. Dans cette phrase, le sujet est où? Le sujet, c'est the dog. Okay? The dog. And we cannot, yes, delete an interrogative word. Good. These are the two things that we must respect when we report question or when we report questions. Yes, this is what we can see in our conclusion. Now let's move to another part. Yes, this is as our recapitulation. Our recapitulation. We have, you can write, yes, capitulation. For what we have seen concerning reported speech. Okay, we have in case of. And we are here, we have a direct speech. Direct speech. Here we have direct speech and reported speech. Good. We have is in the present. Simple. Comment? We have the present perfect or the future. Sorry. Okay. He said, I go. He said, I went. He said, I'm sorry, yes. He said, I am going. He has said, I go. He will say I go. Okay, and here we have, in the case of the introductory or introducing verb is in the simple past. I'm sorry, here we have just yes, it says, I'm sorry. Okay, yes, present. He said, I go. He said, I went. He said, I have gone. Okay, now let's turn these sentences into reported speech. And what did we say? And we said that if the introducing verb is in the present simple, or in the present perfect, or in the future, what should we do when we report a speech? And here we have this verb is in a present simple. Now, in a reported speech, we cannot change the tense. And here we have he says that he goes. Okay, the present simple here in reported speech remains the same in direct speech, remains the same in reported speech. And we have also, he says, I went, and here we can say, he says that. The simple past remains the same in reported speech because the introducing verb is in the present. We have he says that he went, yes, he went. And in this sentence we have, this is in the present simple, he says, I am going. And in indirect speech or reported speech we have, he says that he is going. Okay, we have also he has said, I go. And here we have, yes, this is present, the present perfect. There is no change. We have he has said that he goes. Good. And here we have, you will say, I go. Future, present simple, no change in a reported speech. He will say that, yes, he will say that he goes. The present simple remains the same in a reported speech. Now, let's take this part. The introducing verb is in the simple past. And here we have when the verb or when the introducing verb is in the simple past, as in this example. We have the introducing verb is in the simple past, simple past, simple past. And in reported speech, we must change the tense. We have, for example, he said that. This is, yes, this is the present simple. And in reported speech, the present simple becomes the past simple. He said that he went, Good. In this sentence, we have he said, I went. This is the past simple. The past simple turns into the past perfect. He said that he had gone. And the last one is he said, I have gone. This is the present perfect. In a reported speech, the present perfect becomes the past perfect. He said that he had gone. Okay, we have, he says, I go. He said that he goes. He says, I went. He said that he went. He says, I am going. He says that he is going. He has said, I go. He has said, yes, he has said that he goes. He will say that he goes. We have, he will say, I go. He will say that he goes. Okay, we have, in this case, in the case of the introducing verb is in the simple past, we have, yes, there is a change in verb tense. He said, I go. He said that he went. The simple present becomes the past simple. He said, I went. The past simple becomes, in a reported speech, the past perfect. He said that he had gone. We have also, he said, I have gone. Okay, I have gone is in the present perfect, and in reported speech we have the past perfect. He said that he had gone. Okay. Yes, to finish, you can write exercise. 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 We have use the indirect style. You have one. Susie drinks too much. Jack said. To our law was cut off. He affirms. Three. We have accepted. We have accepted a proposal. A proposal. The boss, yes, said. Life had many surprises. In this city. Explain the incident. Five. Do you play the flute? Jack asked. Why do you play the flute? He asked. Okay, now here we have an exercise on indirect speech or reported speech. Indirect speech or reported speech, it is the same. The first sentence is, or the first speech is, Susie drinks too much. Jack said, our loans was cut off. He affirms. We have accepted the proposal. The boss said, life had many surprises in this city. Explain the incident. Do you play the flute? Jack asked. Why do you play the flute? He asked. Now, this is an exercise that you are going to do today, yes, perhaps in the in the evening. Now, dear learners, here I am at the end of my lesson. I think that you are going to practice with this exercise, and our next sessions will be. I think that in this it will be on Friday. Thank you very much. Bye.
Chers parents, chers élèves du préscolaire, primaire, collège et lycée, chers apprenants des centres d'alphabétisation et de rescolarisation, ce message vous concerne. L'école à domicile, c'est le nouveau programme du MEPSA. Désormais, apprenez via la télévision, la presse écrite et les réseaux sociaux à partir du site www.menepsa.org et de l'application L'école à domicile. Vous avez également la possibilité de suivre les cours à partir de la page YouTube MEPSA Congo, l'application Télénanga MTN Congo. À la télévision, les cours seront diffusés chaque jour de 8h à 14h et au quotidien dans les dépêches de Brazzaville. Maintenir la flamme de l'éducation dans la famille, un devoir des parents en cette période de crise sanitaire due au Covid-19. Tous derrière le MEPSA pour sauver l'éducation face à la pandémie du Covid-19.